And live.
Dungeons and Dragons!
Okay, no one's figgies are showing, except mine.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, I see why. Hang on. Why the hell has it done that? Oh, so there's why. You're all giant.
Oh boy.
Yay, we might be giants.
Hey, any one of us except for Diamond could become the Emperor.
No.
Don't rub it in.
And then he killed all of us and he was the only
Too
choice.
soon. Yeah.
Wait, why is Chris
Hey,
not
no,
showing?
Yeah.
Diamond is going to outlive all of us, and I'm just making the most of it.
Astraelos is
Like,
outliving all
the
of us,
amount
let's
of
face it.
times
I mean,
that
it's an
you've
elf.
nearly died, I don't know how you aren't dead.
You're forgetting about Shanarei.
I'm not forgetting anything. It's just not showing Shanarei for some reason.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine. She's not that important.
They're not even lighting
She
up.
could become
No, they're not
Empress.
reacting or anything. Hang on a moment. It might be that I need to change something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I see. Figgy broke again.
Difficulties.
No.
Well,
Technical difficulties in this
is even mine like? It's not. Well, this has nothing to do with me. Like, this has nothing to do with me.
Well,
You are the continuing thread between these streams.
I also can't. It keeps trying to. I hate it when things snap into place and you can't stop them.
Oh yeah.
I do love this music.
It is good
I always
music.
end up popping. You know what I keep having randomly pop in my head? The
What?
music that you used for that shop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that music and the music that you use for Askia.
Askia, yeah.
Askia, it's in my head.
Okay, that'll do. I don't know why the Fuggies keep breaking. There's literally nothing I can do about it. So, blame Discord.
Bad Discord, bad.
Discord just suck.
I mean, that's literally what it is. It's Discord is rate limiting it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Problem with the connection from Discord to Fugi, probably. Hopefully they'll fix that soon.
Why is Chris? Are you still silent?
Well, I wasn't speaking, but I'm here.
Huh.
Okay. Recap.
Bad Discord. Recap.
Oh, hold on. I just noticed that.
Well,
you want me
you
to-
finished our first part of the story.
Finished that ages ago.
Yeah.
No, this is yes, but like this was like the first arc or whatever it was called.
This was second arc, wasn't it?
It was set last time. That now is the start of a new chapter, you could say.
Yeah, think
Because-
of part one of this whole of the for the combined entire thing is finished,
Yes.
and we're entering into part two, which someone should probably explain to Zale what happens.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't watch.
I tell him everything.
I didn't watch the recap yet.
People
Well,
were interrogating the dead bodies, and Eliana went off on her own to do her own thing and made Heracles have a meltdown and panic.
Yes. And
then, yeah, we got lots of answers to lots of different questions that and from the dead people, and I don't remember any of the questions or answers off the top of my head.
I've got them written down here. None of the answers were particularly useful, but we did get a particularly good rundown on them from Goldie using Legend Lore.
Yes, I have
I
a
think
fount
that's-
of knowledge, apparently.
and well, Eliana had a very cool vision because she doubted, and then she saw she got a vision by Athena that predicted something that
was gonna
happened
be
just
happening.
shortly after, which was the most important part of the entire session.
Mm-hmm.
Let's face it.
Mhm.
We ended up
basically-
all meeting at the many crossroads, and an oracle started speaking
Mhm.
and revealed the candidates for the next emperor.
Yep.
Ooh.
And all of us are in the running except Diamond.
Yes.
But then again,
Yep.
he
The
is
first
part
one
and
meant-
parcel with Goldie because
Yep.
of the goddess
a
of
gold sword.
love.
Yeah.
So
I need
I've got the list of who.
Aphrodite.
I've got the list of who nominated us here. If you want me to read it out,
I
Yeah.
will be part of my harem
Yeah.
of conquest.
Eli was nominated by Athena. Heracles was nominated by Hermes. Toben was nominated by Poseidon. Shanarei was nominated by Aphrodite.
Yep.
Zaelrath was someone else. That's not who I'm looking for. Calcus. Astraelos was nominated by Artemis.
Ooh.
And then
Got
we
a
all
s-
had a
a
random
stag, I
animal
think.
come up to us, an animal representing our deity come up to us to give us the rules of the competition.
I had
Which
an
Do you
owl.
remember what the animals
Yeah.
were?
We had a dove.
I had a horse.
I had a dove. I believe Astraelos had a donkey.
My horse is
I think
amazing.
Astraelos had a stag.
Yeah, I know,
stag.
but the donkey sounded funny.
Uh-huh.
And Heracles got a what is the not inappropriate name? A rooster.
A cock, yes.
Yes, it was a rooster.
Yeah. And yeah, what is also interesting, two of the ones being chosen are two of our biggest enemies, or the ones we should be concerned about at least. Zeus had chosen Cassandra, and I don't know who chose the other one, but it was the
Hecate
evil doctor.
Chose Moroki.
Yeah.
Yeah. The evil doctor that imprisoned us in that acid-filled arena back then. In where was it?
The one that was experimenting on people.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
chimeras and stuff.
Yeah, but which city was it again?
Errol?
With that evil
No.
governor?
Well,
Yeah, she was the one with the red necklaces, I think.
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
fought the chimera in the arena thing.
I just remember the acid pits.
Yes.
They were very
Odysseus.
And it was in Odysseus, I think,
Yes. It was
with
Odysseus.
with the governor that died and then got reincarnated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah,
There
today
was
we
other candidates as well.
Yep.
yes,
Yeah.
one from the other group, the Myrmidon. Names.
Carados.
Eliana, you know this.
you know that one that Eliana was fangirling over?
Yes,
Who
yes,
had
yes, yes.
who had the hellhound?
He was
him.
chosen by Ares, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there's also two people from the other campaign, the Friday campaign.
Who we
It was
probably shouldn't
Faina.
mention until it gets to their point in their game. It's not.
Yeah.
They might be watching. Let's not spoil that for them.
Oh, yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
forgot
that's
about
fine.
But I think there was one
They
for
know the
Hephaestus
risks.
and one for Dionysus, right?
Fair.
Yes.
Oh no.
There was
Yeah, Dionysus.
I will give the rundown of everyone except the ones we were just discussing. So
Okay.
give me 1 sec while I find it on this new layout. There it is. So yes, Cassandra under
Yeah.
Zeus.
Yeah.
Eliana for Athena. Archelaus for Ares. Heracles for Hermes. Meroki for Hecate. Toben for Poseidon
Oh, right.
on behalf of Hades, because Hades isn't technically part of the Gazathe Pantheon anymore.
Oh.
Shanarei for
Yeah.
Aphrodite.
Yeah.
Calchas for Hephaestus. Calchas, you've been to his forge. You've not met the man, but you've been to his forge.
Yeah.
Astraelos for Artemis. And Trelon Avol for Dionysus. You haven't met Trelon Avol, but you've met his son.
Oh yeah, you told us about him. Yeah.
Yeah, the son was the douchebag that got angry because we killed the Hydra.
When he wanted to.
Is that what happened?
I don't think so.
It's
got
the
upset.
first session I missed, so you're on your own. Remember, by yourself.
Yeah, I will have to watch stuff all over again. I know that. I don't have it noted down.
That's
in my
how I
notes,
remember it. I have
but
no idea
yeah.
if that's true.
I could tell you, but that would defeat the point.
But it will take so long to rewatch everything.
I thought you were doing that anyway.
I'm doing that because I have the memory of a goldfish.
But yeah,
And
Did
I
you
have a
almost
cool book
forget
for
what a
it,
goldfish
okay?
was there?
What?
It sounded like you forgot what a goldfish was during your sentence about a goldfish.
Apparently, goldfish actually have a really good memory.
yeah, it's one of those. What do you
Well,
call it?
let's say.
Myths.
Yeah.
Urban legends.
No, it's
Urban
like
myth,
a urban legend or prejudice.
Can I just say, I am loving how fast these maps are loading for me. I'm swapping between a
awesome.
bunch of different ones, checking things, and
like
it's just
the dust.
instant. That alone has made
like the
V13 worth it,
funny
even if I
stuff.
didn't choose to go onto V13. So, on that, this won't matter to the stream so much, who will only see one difference, which is the great big banner across the middle of the screen when we're paused.
Yep.
Oh, is that it?
That's the pause icon now.
Yeah.
So I can
Okay.
put a title, I can put my own custom icon, same stuff. Some of the UI, some of the updates have broken things, as you expect. For example, I can't turn the storm off.
Oh boy.
Oh, right, yeah. FX Master is still busted for that. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah.
The mod is still working. It's just
Controls are gone.
it needs a new menu. It needs a new menu
Yeah.
option.
Yeah, that was annoying.
So that'll be fixed hopefully quickly. Otherwise, for you guys, the menus, it's not that different. But there is some new benefits. For example, if one of you picks up your token and tries to move right now, you'll see it does
where are
it
we?
properly now. We
Yay.
don't need a mod for this anymore.
Oh, it's quick.
And we don't need a
It's
mod.
quick.
Furthermore, if you right-click your token, you will see what looks like a walking person.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Change it. You can change it to any of these, and it does actually change how you move.
Oh my god, that's so good.
So you've
I
now,
can
Awesome.
so flight
That's gonna
can
be so useful.
flight can actually take you over some walls, I believe. If I believe things like climb will give you difficult terrain. I think. Don't quote me on that. And teleport is probably the most useful one for me because it lets me do this without any movement in the middle.
Instant
So
movement, yeah.
if I need to move you somewhere on the map, I can do that without us having to then watch your tokens go through everything in between.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Otherwise, there is some other small changes. These are working again.
Which ones?
The inspirations.
Oh, the
Oh.
inspiration's
Oh,
awesome.
that's good.
Also, the new UI actually shows you the artwork of the things in the chat. So if I roll an inspiration right now, it didn't do it this time.
It's tiny.
Yeah, whereas the
What, is
comment
this
one,
inspiration for ads?
but the comment one was massive. Why? Hang on, let me. Okay, yeah, they're just all small now. I honestly thought they'd all be big, like the comment one, which would have been great because the artwork's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, that is a shame.
But it's good to have a picture at least,
Yeah.
even if it's small.
I can't. Obviously, the hotbar is now in the middle of your screen. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I think that's about it for you guys at the moment. There might be other things that come up, but those are the major things.
The mod where you scroll over things, it shows you the art bigger. That's broken at the moment.
Oh, image
it doesn't
hover,
work.
yes. Have I even got that installed right now? No. Yes, it is installed. It's just not working.
That's a shame.
But that'll get fixed in time, I'm sure. I said this was something that was not requested, that just sort of happened.
Yep. It feels so
yes.
much like a video game. It's so confusing for my brain.
I mean, it kind of is.
Don't remind me.
Anyway, so at this point, it is probably, let's say, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's still a storm going on. Zeus is, for some reason, just really trying to strut his stuff. Probably saw someone he liked. You know what he's like.
After being beaten down, that's commitment.
So, Your appointment at the Assassin's Guild isn't till the evening.
That is true.
So you've got a few hours. It's, I believe, 7 o'clock is what we said?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes, 19. So, yeah, 7 p.m.
So for now, the freedom is yours, and I'm just going to There we go, preloaded. Instantly preloaded. I love that.
We've been eating lots of skewers and stuff.
That were kind of... And cake that was really gross.
You bought the last minute thrown together lightning bolt cake. What were you expecting?
Oh, yes.
It was lightning bolt cake.
Instantly after this happened, you had opportunists trying to make bank off of it.
Yep. And I spread some rumors that were actually true about Heracles. Well...
And I gave away my actual signature.
I just told them not to touch your hand for reasons. Not to shake your hand.
The Diamond is aware at this point, though, isn't he, that he didn't actually electrocute him?
Huh?
It happened before that, though.
Yes, it was in one of the first sessions. You shot Shanarei.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but Shanarei tried to mess with my mind.
Shh, they don't.
Actually, that's not how friends works. I just become very, very appealing, apparently.
And then they realized what you did.
Acted.
Yeah, but I'm not influencing you. I just emanate a sense of friendship toward. Well, technically, I guess.
It depends. Is it illusion or is it enchantment?
It's enchantment.
Well, I charm you.
Enchantment, I think.
If it's enchantment, you influence my mind, and I'm the target. So you try to influence my arm against my.
Oh no.
Chaos.
Consent is important. Be happy that you only get zapped once.
Oh,
We won't start this discussion again.
I will.
Because it's already settled. It was wrong
You
to
two
do.
are just having
No,
this
no, I
discussion
wasn't.
in the middle of this like marketplace, and Eli just has meat on a stick in both hands, and she's still like wiping
Just
away
stuffing her
tears with the
face.
back of her hand.
Best first impression, Eliana. Weren't we supposed to learn what to do for the next or for the challenges?
Yeah, the animals will tell us.
Yeah, they are supposed to come and talk to us during the night or something.
Yeah,
Well,
the
they
animals
already
tell us
sit on
everything.
our shoulder, don't they? Well, not the stag, but
I mean, my horse doesn't. I hope that the horse doesn't sit on my shoulder.
Oh, yes, the animals are there. The main basis of the rules, you are allowed to interfere with the other candidates. But it's advised you don't kill them unless in a predetermined duel.
okay.
Or battle of some sort. One where the stakes are known. So, no trying to assassinate each other.
So it's not the Hunger Games. Noted.
No.
Not really.
They had... You would have got the sense that a lot of these rules have been set since what happened with the previous emperor, who did a lot of shit. Aias is not allowed to show favorites or help you.
Aww.
Fair enough.
So he will no longer be contributing to the compound.
No.
You have to do that yourselves. You
Fuck.
don't lose the compound. He's just not going to be bankrolling you anymore.
Yeah, that's shitty.
It was so convenient, though.
You can't play favorites.
What does that mean that we are? Oh no.
There were 4 trials
Can
in
he
total.
give Diamond money still?
We still have my money, parts of it.
He cannot give
And it's
Diamond
still
money.
my money.
Damn. That could have been a good loophole to exploit.
There's 4 main things you will have to do over the course of the next year, which a trial to show your wisdom. The trial is not some preset thing. You do something that proves you are a wise ruler, and that will count in your benefit. Trial of War, same thing. The Trial of Zeus, as it's called, that could be literally anything. And the biggest one for the Gazathrians, the Trial of a Hero, which is exactly what it sounds like. Proving yourself something greater. Doing something that benefits all of Gazathri. For context, most of what Ias did, you would already know this to some extent. His Trial of the Hero was when he went beneath the spire, which you also know is when Ylira got killed now and all that shit happens. His Trial of War was, of course, against Ipsilis, the previous emperor. Wisdom, I don't think he's ever touched on that one. And the one of Zeus was a massive drinking contest.
Yeah, we've heard. Huh.
So that's just some examples.
Well, in character, it seems like our path is already dictated. I want to take this seriously, but also we already have a few goals in mind that would fit. So whether any of us become emperor or not, we might as well do them. We stick to our previous plans. We head to that wizard that specialized in magic missile, and then we try to find ways to counter that Morgan. I think the timing is poorly set up, or extremely well set up for a new emperor, depending on what the gods hope we accomplish against Morgan.
Well, if we succeed, most of these will already be covered.
Hopefully.
But who would it be counted towards?
Well, that will be decided in the situation, I feel.
Would it not be all of us?
The
not
gods will.
technically.
The gods will decide what they want to decide. Let's just try to do our best.
I think it works.
Agreed.
It works similarly with how you were. made
Like group
favorites.
projects where everyone gets marked individually, even though it's a group project.
I assume so, yeah.
That sounds horrible. Sorry.
It does.
That just sounds horrible, but yeah, it's probably true.
Yeah, it was my least favorite bit of the education at Athena's temple. This guy got me through quite a few ruckscapes. And
I was gonna say, like, I did a lot of the work, dude.
I know, and it wasn't you, it was the others.
Yeah, do you remember that one that didn't even show up at the final hearing?
Oh,
That motherfucker. I never told you, but I got Anatole to shit in his notes.
I don't want to.
He was so afraid of birds.
I don't want to interrupt your little whatever
Sorry.
this is, but apart from Morgan and the magic missile person, what about the bloody thing that I told you about, the flask?
Oh,
Up north?
that is on the plan.
Yeah, it is on the plan. So that's what I'm suggesting anyway. The gods will judge us by their own standards. If we are to become emperors, or one of us become emperor, it has to be according to their beliefs, and if the gods feel that their beliefs are worth it. So I intend to become emperor by doing what I consider the right thing.
Well, I wonder if it's kind of connected to the gods you were chosen from, like
No, we get just, as I understood it, we just were nominated by them, but then the entire quorum of gods decide. So the only thing we have to be on the lookout, I think, it's Dr. Moroki. I don't think she's fit to be emperor, so
we should
maybe
be,
if we have an occasion, I'd challenge her to a duel.
we should.
Other than
yeah,
that,
sorry.
I don't think I would interfere with any of the others.
We were planning on capturing her and sending her to prison anyway at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we would have to do it open-faced. We're forbidden to interfere with her, so we would have to warn her
No, we're
of our
allowed to
coming.
interfere. We're allowed to interfere with the other candidates. We just can't kill them unless it's a predetermined duel.
Oh yeah, that's a good point, Toben.
Damn it. No.
And we
put
should
him in
be
prison
careful
if,
with Cassandra as well. Just saying.
Yeah.
I think Cassandra is not such a bad choice.
You would also remember from, this would have been reiterated to you now, but also from the previous thing with Xerxes, you can be disqualified.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
It will depend on what the gods believe, but I don't think Cassander will be a bad choice if Zeus picked him. He might be what we need for all-out war in the coming future.
Oh,
I mean, if we were
what?
to expose all of the horrible stuff that Merulia's been doing, then that would probably stop her from qualifying to be emperor.
The gods probably already know that.
Yeah,
we
but
might...
part of it is winning over the public as
Yeah.
well.
Is it?
I would assume so. I mean,
What?
we
Why
have
would
to
it?
convince their believers.
Maybe. Yeah, that's a good point. But even though the gods have their own purpose, like the believers will follow.
You kind of, but it's like it's a relationship that works together. You cannot have a god without believers, and you cannot have believers without the god.
No one knows that, and we shouldn't discuss it publicly.
That's just logical thinking.
No one knows that, and it's best not to be known.
Well, I think gods would be pretty bored if they didn't have believers. Or even people who fear them.
As you would know at this point, if gods don't have believers, they cease to exist.
Yeah, we know,
I
but
know,
the general
I
public
know.
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, the public doesn't. It's just him.
Stick to your lane, voice in my head.
Well, anywho, should we start something? Well, we have to prepare for the. I have to prepare for the Assassin's Guild.
Yes, let's just chill for a couple hours and then go to your meeting.
Yeah.
And are we done in this town? I believe we are. Maybe tomorrow we
Apart
could
from
leave.
the rest of the tournament, I think.
There's still the final fight.
How do we want to watch that?
Yeah.
Lyra's taking
We've already
part.
put bets in, right?
Yeah.
I think you did. I don't know if I got a note. Don't know where I put a note
No,
of them.
not for the new one.
Don't think we did. No, no. We put bets in for an earlier round, but we
Okay, then.
Upcoming one.
Would you like to
Yeah.
go and place your bets for the final then?
What is the final? Gaza 3 against.
The North.
You're the North.
Ah, yeah.
We are the
Oh, South. Fine. Same
Yes,
thing.
the other party.
Oh fuck.
I want to bet
These
against
guys
them.
over here.
The weird
With
ones.
one being extremely hurt. Oh no.
And one already hurt to just once.
Are there odds already? Like, do we know what people have been, like the bookmakers have been selling?
The odds are pretty even.
Okay.
Maybe a slight
can you-
favouring towards Gazathray, but they're pretty even after the showings that the South Party has put on so far.
Can you bet on both?
You just come out even then, I think, if the odds are even.
Yeah, if you bet 100 gold on both, you walk away with the exact same amount of money as you started.
Yeah,
I will do that. As a gesture.
I'm not betting anything. I hope the best wins.
No. Yeah, I'm not betting on either.
Does anyone wish to bet anything? The return, I will say, regardless of which side wins, unless you bet on both sides, because I'm not having someone play that kind of nonsense, you get 5 times your gold back for betting on the final if your chosen team wins.
You know what? I'll put 100 gold on me.
On the South Party.
What?
Yeah.
Chris is, of course, going to bet on himself.
Yeah. Well, you say that, but last time I wasn't worth much.
Can I do
That's not true. That was the one. I'll deduct 100.
I'll go 20 for Gazathray, 30 for the South Party. And
If, actually,
try
I'm
to
not.
hide
I'm
it
going to
from the
set it.
public.
I'm going to set it as a rule. You can't bet on both.
Dang it. Okay.
The bookies will not allow that.
Fuck.
Flip a coin, and then if you don't like the result, then go with the other one.
The thing is, I will not like either decision that I make. So
So don't bet.
I will do what I usually do. I will go with my good old wisdom check.
Okay, what's... Whoa, your dice are fucked up.
See what it is. Yes.
Yeah, the dice might be fucked up as well.
That's an 11? Are you kidding me?
So is 11... what does that mean in this
11
context?
means the South Party.
Okay, how much would you like to
So-
bet on them?
30 gold.
30 gold, so you'd get 150 back, okay?
Yes.
Is anyone else betting?
No.
No.
Nope.
When Eliana finds out you bet against her.
Yes, I know.
I mean, I wouldn't bet against you, Lyra, and I'm not. Ooh. I'm just choosing not to bet at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, wait, they have a possible emperor candidate in their group, but also there's more of them than there are in the other one, and numbers can play a big role, and there's a lot to consider here.
Huh?
But also,
More of them, no. Gazthrow's got a team of 6 as well.
It's just the wisdom check
I
was
thought there was
basically a
7
loyalty
in
roll.
the other group.
No?
Oh.
It was Gazethraean pride against. I have his violin. I have to. I have to vote for a friend. So yeah, let's see how this goes.
Okay. So you go place your bets. We'll say that eats up an hour because you've got to get to the islands and everything. And you are going to be pestered continuously as you move through the city. Rather by people who don't know who you are and are trying to sell you shit, or people who do recognize you and are trying to get you to give them money or do things.
That's a bit extreme.
Do the dance.
Diamond Shield Shanarei, as he promised last time.
Come again? What? What did you
He
promise?
shields you.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
bodyguard, remember?
Yeah, no, true. I just didn't hear the word at the end. Like, oh, what do you do?
So many people. Too many people.
This has been an emotional and long day.
It's not even over.
And it's not even dinner time.
By the way, how late is it?
As we said, it's mid-afternoon. At this point, after you've been to there, it'll be about 4 o'clock.
3 more hours. How long will it take us to walk to the Assassin's Guild?
Depends where you are.
Aren't we here?
From where you are right now, wouldn't take long. It's just across
Okay.
the bridge, really.
So
Yeah, we
can still have dinner?
probably after. It was 3 or 4 by the time we go take your bets and get back. It might be too short. I don't know.
Does Eliana even want dinner after the amount of meat on sticks she's eaten?
Gotta hit my protein goals, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd eat something. She probably she's probably not really processing at this moment. She might feel it tomorrow.
If you're not processing, you might need more fiber in your diet.
At this point, how is the party getting used to using paper money?
It's weird.
Feels odd.
It's very weird, and I have a note that reminds me how much the paper money is worth in gold.
Oh no. I forgot about that. That's so weird.
You know, like an old person is like, so this would be this, and this would be. She's very much kind of. She's making sure she gets it right.
Oh, it reminds me of the
think-
Euro change, man.
I think Toben is too old for this shit and is just letting the younger members of the party handle the paper money.
Come on, Grandpa.
The pieces of paper all look different and do have the number on them that they are worth.
Yeah.
Heracles is having
It's
fun.
not as heavy as the rest.
He's playing them like tokens in a board game. He's having fun. It's a cute little gimmick, and he's like maximizing his change and stuff like that, like trying to have one of each time.
You sure have fun with this.
I'm gonna keep some, as bookmarks. This seems fun.
Are you allowed to take it
I
out?
don't know about bookmarks.
Well, it's paper. Like you put it in a page you want to hold while you're reading a book and take a break, and that seems to serve a purpose, and it's a good memory of our time here.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but can we take the money away from here?
I would assume so.
There's no reason you can't.
It's
You
money.
might not be able to spend it in other places.
Yes, but I have heard about countries that don't allow it. So
It's not allowed to destroy it because it has to retain its value, but otherwise it's good. It's ours. It's mine.
I guess it's like people
You're such a
hoarding
precious-
bars of gold instead of coins. It has value, even if it's not immediately spendable.
well, it's like a
I'm doing an
it's like
intelligence
a
check.
check, right? You write down this is worth 15 gold and give it to someone, basically.
Ooh, Heracles is going to go on a tirade
Yes.
to explain the value of paper money, how it retains its value through printing or destroying. He understood capitalism and currencies, and he explaining like that's why we cannot destroy it, because if we destroy it, it might cause at too much of a scale, it might change the value of the overall money, and this is attached to an estimation from the central bank of Aerith. And like he goes on for the entire trip to the bookmaker and back. He explains how paper money works. Toben is probably having a nosebleed right now. But yeah,
Heracles.
Or asleep on his feet. Either way.
Heracles, at
either
some
way,
point,
we can keep it. It's ours, but just don't destroy it.
at some point, Heracles studied commerce, I guess.
No, he just get it from being in town and thinking about it, because he's a wizard and he is good with intellect. And I had a nat 20, so let him get it.
You will overhear some
lot now.
people complaining a bit, like, I kind of get used to this paper stuff. Why did the coin keeper? And they're just arguing back and forth about why the current coin keeper, which is the red-haired woman. Let's see if I find her token to remind you who she is.
If we
I
can
think
see
she was
through
hurt.
the clouds.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Wasn't she with the stag horns? Oh,
No, it's,
Oh, no,
this,
I'm
it's this
confusing.
woman.
you said this, but I don't see what this is.
I told it to show it to players.
Don't see it.
I don't see
Nope.
stuff.
Okay, let's try that again. Show players. Showed contents of undefined to all play. Oh, because it's undefined. Okay, we might have a few bugs still. View character artwork. Show players. No. Maybe if I refresh. I should not have refreshed that. I could have just locked myself out of the game without even thinking about it.
Uh-oh.
I probably haven't. It's just like one of those things like, oh shit. Okay, that reloaded pretty quick. It's still black, but come on. There we go, fully loaded in. I actually really appreciate how fast it's running these now. Okay, let's try this again. And if this doesn't work, then I will not be able to do much. Yeah, so I can't show you artworks right now. That's
fine.
annoying. I'll put her token down so you can at least see that.
Ooh. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
there we
remember.
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not the easiest
I
to
can't
see
see
without.
it because of the clouds.
Yeah, unfortunately, can't do much about that right now.
Hmm.
But yeah, she is currently the most powerful person in this city.
Well, I guess it sort of makes sense that Heracles got how paper money works, because I think Hermes is also a god of commerce.
Is it? Hermes was sort of like
He
the
did a
jack
lot
of all
things.
trades. He was a god of pretty much
Yes.
everything at some point or another.
He was the god of luck as well.
Yeah, it was luck, travelers, messenger, commerce.
He had
And-
some relation to medicine as well.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Like they use his sign over here everywhere. Caduceus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Well,
Currently building one.
so yeah, so
So-
some
and-
people who still haven't accepted the paper money, but when the richest person in the city is the one that's implemented it, it's not. You've got the choice of you can choose not to accept it, but it's just not going to work out for you.
and it's pretty light. We can just carry as much as we want. It's like, at worst, it's going to be the weight of a book. Could you imagine all those pages being worth thousands of pounds of gold?
We just need to be careful not to burn it.
Yeah, I'm sure that we could enchant it to be at least flame retardant. I mean, most wizards do that with their spell books anyway.
Right?
Come again?
Well,
Surely they would have thought of that, right?
Yeah, maybe
They
at a
made it
large
flame
scale it's
retardant.
going to be expensive to do, but
but paper is still paper.
yeah, but you can protect your. If I can protect my book, I'm sure someone can protect their checkbook.
I hope you're right.
Okay. Is there anything else you wish to do before you go to the Assassin's Guild?
No, I'm terrified of the Assassin's Guild, but I really want to know what they can do, so I think I'm getting prepared for that.
I don't even remember, why did you, Diamond? Can you remind me why you wanted to go and speak with the assassins?
Well, originally I wanted to go there because I wanted.
Why
I
did it
heard
activate
they
a different map? I didn't ask you to
And if it
activate
was-
Argonne. That is another town.
Oh, Lucien is still there.
Give it a
What the hell?
second. And we'll go to the correct scene.
That must be old, yeah. Oh yeah, remember Argon, yeah. Such a noble town.
And it's grey for the stream for some reason.
Yeah, people over there didn't react much though.
Why is it grey for the stream?
It's nothing.
Because
for,
fuck you, that's why.
Does the stream need to log back in again? I
It
think that's what
does!
happens,
One
last time I saw
moment.
it. Yeah.
Why did the stream get logged out?
I don't know. At this point, everything's possible.
Give me 1 sec. I need to change. There we go. You do not need to see me logging in. I wonder if that's affected. Someone send a message in chat, please. Okay. Gotta see if they've come up for the That looks like it's got desynced. The messages are there, but it's not scrolled up. It's gonna be one of. We're probably gonna have a lot of things just not working properly.
Technical difficulties is an ongoing theme of this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We're used to it.
Yes, yes. There we go. Okay, everything should be sorted now. Okay, so the Assassin's Guild. At this point, it's.
I have no vision.
Yes, I think I have to.
I have vision.
Have you all been logged out?
No.
I'm still in game. It's just that I can't see anything.
Okay, hang on. I'll put fresh tokens down, and then we'll delete the old ones.
It might be light related.
Well, Diamond's got
it-
dark vision, so that wouldn't matter.
I
can
think
see.
I'm still stuck in Argonne.
Yeah, you need to pick click on Assassin's Guild at the top left.
Oh, why has it got
that
some
would
of
be
you in a different
Ah.
map?
We were still in Argon, I think.
Ah, okay, now.
Yeah, I shouldn't have
There
done
we
that.
go. Now I can see.
That's weird.
Yep.
I'm just going to pull Zale to this scene and chat to this scene.
Vision.
There we go. Okay. Map is active. You may do as you need to do.
So, did Diamond answer my question?
I wanted to answer it and then I got interrupted because of the issues. Originally, I wanted to get there because I was told that the Assassin's Guild have great educators for everything concerning poisons and acids.
Oh, I see.
So I wanted to, just get to know what they could teach me.
Yeah, maybe they know a lot about antidotes as well, given their the nature of their jobs, and maybe they have information also on that order of assassins that like was it the Shattered Moon?
Yes, Sundered Moon.
Sundered Moon, yeah.
Sundered Moon, yeah.
I nearly got the name. I'm trying, guys, with names. It's
fine.
It's rough.
But yeah,
life isn't easy when you don't remember people's name.
but that's exactly why I wanted to. Well, first of all, I was told that please don't be late and turn up because we will know that you didn't turn up. And second of all, I thought it would be quite useful just getting to know them and whether they know anything about the Assassin's Guild that were after us.
Okay.
Well,
I think we found out that they weren't after us.
Well, after the contestants.
Yeah, they're after the arena fighters.
Yeah.
And we were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Exactly.
Wrong place at the right time.
True.
Depending on how you see it. Good.
It certainly worked out wrong for them.
Currently this... Well, I should probably go first. Oh, it's quite full already.
Oh, it shows your colour when you're dragging. Interesting.
Oh yeah, that's neat.
The only thing I did like what I liked about the other version was that it changed color when you reached your sprint distance and so on. That's not a big deal. We can remember that.
It does change to a dotted line when you go beyond.
No, that's because you're going through a wall, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, correct. Yeah.
But that's fine. We can work with it. We just need to remember. Remember.
Yeah. It doesn't show the thing. Okay.
Okay. You'll see the woman sitting behind the counter. She is currently sharpening a knife.
It does.
Gut style. Good evening. I have an appointment, audience at 7 p.m.
She will put the knife down very carefully, as it is very sharp, and will start flicking through a ledger. Name?
Niran Ariamitor, Diamond. Don't know which.
Yes.
Which one?
They're expecting you. You'll find them in the main workshop. Go down the corridor over there, and through the double doors.
Through the double doors. Okay. Thank you. Oop. Yeah. Double doors are over here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Diamond carefully knocks against the door to make sure that they are alerted that someone is coming. And then, well, he waits for a moment if someone calls them in. Otherwise, he will very carefully open the door.
Go ahead and open the door.
It's trapped. You're dead.
It's a mimic.
Ooh, people.
A cat boy.
Yep.
This stream isn't.
Do I assume that this is the person that I have to talk to?
Yes, you'll see him carefully mixing something together in a pestle and mortar.
Would I know anything about what he's doing right now? So what kind of thing he's preparing?
Give me an alchemist supplies check.
Yay. Where is it?
This music seems too cheerful for an Assassin's Guild.
It does seem a little bit.
Where is it? There it is. I can't see my thingy.
15.
15 is good. Yeah, I can live with a 15.
Let's go with this one. You got 15. You aren't completely sure, no. Some of the techniques he's using are not familiar to you, as it's more medicinal, shall we say, than alchemical, what he's doing.
Interesting. So Diamond gives like a little bit, like he pretends to clear his throat just to catch his attention without being too loud or too forward because he doesn't want to disturb him too much.
Just as you're about to clear your throat, he will answer as if he's already heard it. Yes, you wanted an appointment?
Yes, I'm interested
fast
in.
not working.
I'm
So-
interested
that
in just
one
what
doesn't
you're
work.
doing right now. I'm here to learn about acid and toxins. And I was told that you over here have the best knowledge about it in the area. So
Oh, it does work. But it's bound to G now instead of F. Okay,
No, it didn't work in my.
it's because it's bound to G, not F.
No, I know. I tried, but it's.
Yeah.
didn't.
Anyway, sorry,
But, yeah,
sorry, Diamond.
good.
Yes. What I'm doing right now is examining and trying to create an antidote for certain poison. But I don't think that's why you're here, is it? I presumed you were here for something more important.
well, for several things actually. Apart from my endeavors, we have encountered an Assassin's Guild from far away, very far
yes,
away.
from the west. I'm aware of them. They tried to kill everyone that was involved in the tournament, although I believe none of you are.
Yep, we took their place in their rooms.
Ah. You'll see a almost smirk on his face. For so-called professionals, they sure didn't do their research, did they?
Yep.
The Sundered Moon are known to us. They are rather prolific in their home nation and that continent. You don't typically see them out this way. And they're not cheap.
Would you have an idea who could have hired them?
That's a difficult one. The obvious answer would have to be someone with a significant amount of coin. In this town, I would say there's very few who could afford it. There's, of course, the Coin Lord herself, but Archulo isn't the type.
Would
If
have
she
guessed so.
wants... she would come to us before she would some foreign group.
Hmm.
Otherwise, the other entities capable are all guilds, and unlikely to do that. None of us have any reason to interfere with the tournament.
Yeah.
No, we're following some perspective leads right now. But you don't need to know more about that. You aren't involved.
Well, to some degree, we questioned them
And what did you learn?
that they are meeting up at the port.
Well, of course they're meeting up at the port. How else are they going to get out of town? The only other avenue of escape would be Chaotic Rise.
Chaotic Rise.
Yes, the large tower north of here. The one with seemingly endless floors. It's wild magic.
He looks at Heracles.
Yes.
Do you know something about that stuff?
The basics, yeah. What do you want to know?
Well, it seems. Well, of course, the port would be the easiest way, but what if they have a connection there as well?
Probably not. From those we interrogated, they say their escape route was clearly mundane.
It seems
Maybe
too
the-
easy.
Well, is your plan, is your results?
The more complicated a plan, the more points of failure.
Ugh.
Especially if they're using a group that big, you want a simple plan that they can all follow.
And they were also all on a need-to-know basis, so
Yeah.
Sensible.
True. Huh.
We don't agree with the Sundered Moon's method, shall we say.
yeah, I was just thinking, like, you mentioned antidotes. They did kill themselves.
Yes.
Is that preventable once the process has started? Do you know anything about that?
He's going to finally look around from where he's working, as he has not been paying any. He's not looked at any of you even once yet. And he's just going to give you this sort of up and down look. Ah, you're one of those. I see. I suppose you should have some knowledge of this then. To answer it simply, yes, the potion they took is incredibly deadly after a set amount of time.
Yes.
If not... But, should you take the antidote before that time is hit, it's completely harmless. That particular strain is not one we typically use. The plants that they use for it don't grow here. They are native to the lands the Sundered Moon come from.
Makes sense.
Which makes it particularly difficult to get antidotes out here if they were to use that stuff offensively, shall we say. You should watch what you eat.
Good to know.
Would spells, and looking at Toben over there, would any restoration spells be able to counteract that if we know that someone has taken it, or even if we don't know?
A potion of this potency would take more than your typical restoration spell. You'd need something greater.
Oh, I see. Settled.
By the way, you mentioned that they that the poison is, or the plants used for it are only native to the West. I have a question about a particular plant and wanted to know whether it is only native to Gezathrei or otherwise, and what you know about it. He mentions the plant that he used for the illusionary potions he made back in the day.
I'm trying to remember what we determined on those, because we did discuss it some.
We only discussed it shortly, that's why we didn't use a particular plant name yet. Because it was rarely mentioned.
Yeah, I just don't remember if we determined where it was from. Let me check our DMs for a moment, because it was mentioned. I'm pretty sure we mentioned its source.
This goes way back.
Murder.
He didn't kill anyone, no worries.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Not gonna lie, there might be someone who has a Pepperidge Farm that was involved with this.
What did we call it?
I don't think we had a name.
No, I'm just trying to see our discussions for this stuff. It's... Yes, we did agree that it is native to Gezathrei.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I found what we said about it before. Good lord, that was over 3 years ago.
Yes, that's why I asked. We never mentioned it again because I couldn't find the stuff. And when I could have probably found it somewhere, I didn't think about it too much. So I didn't need it still.
Okay. He will listen
The
to
fact
your...
that you've drugged that up from your memory from like 3 years ago.
It's one of the biggest parts of the story.
yes,
relevant.
I have heard of this. Not something we typically make use of here. Our elixirs tend to be a bit more deterministic. But that
True.
herb you're looking for, I believe, grows in the northern parts of the hagwood.
The northern parts of the hagwood.
Yes.
Good. Don't know where I can find it again, I guess. But any experience with it, apart from using it yourself?
I've studied it. I've studied most herbs that grow in this part of the world. That is why I'm the master of poisons.
Do you know if it has any lasting effects on the ones being, well,
It would,
on the ones that?
it would
yeah?
determine the amount used and how frequently it's used.
Several times over, let's say, 2 to 3 months.
Several times over the course of 60 to 90 days. When you say several, he's motioning you to elaborate.
Let's say 2 times a week. Sometimes 3.
2 to 3 times every 7 days. That could indeed have long-term effects. The usual kinds, addiction, but given the nature of that herb, it has some Fey influence. It could include making them more prone to hallucination, or possibly seen into the ethereal realm at times, which to others will appear to be hallucinations. I believe a group of hags cultivate that herb sometimes, so you have to be extra cautious, as they might sometimes mix in a little extra.
A little extra in the sense of going completely berserk when it comes to hallucinations, or in the sense of it could have lethal effects?
As in, they put other things in there.
Oh. Okay. Good to know, I guess.
You need to be very careful with herbs and concoctions that affect the mind. Otherwise, you can condemn people to a fate worse than death.
Yeah, it sounds less cool to just kill someone, I guess.
Death should be quick, clean, and impersonal. You should not... It is something that is done out of necessity, not desire. There are simply some people in this world that, unfortunately, need to be removed. And the standard systems aren't the way to do it. Or can't do it.
I agree with you on that.
After all, look at the Mad Emperor of Gazethray.
Yeah.
He was someone that, frankly, we should have been hired to take out. But it is what it is. No doubt you will be making use of Gazethray's own Assassin's Guild, although they're more of an intelligent network these days under IS, I believe. Should one of you become Emperor.
What's best fast then?
Yeah. Do you have any literature you would recommend regarding antidotes? Or, like you mentioned, mind entering herbs from the hagwoods. I'd be interested in reading up on that without taking all of your time.
You can get access to the I keep saying things like this, forgetting that you are an Emperor candidate now. Yes, I'm sure you could get access to these things in various libraries. I will have the... one moment. He will move to this blue crystal and just start to talk into it. Secretary, if you could compile this list of books, and he'll go on about a list of books because I'm not going to make names up on the spot.
Yeah, sure. That's what I was asking. A post-it with a bunch of names.
Yes, when you leave, you can pick a list up from the front desk.
Thank you very much.
Now,
I just love the fact that he's had no reaction. He looked up and saw the people here and it was just like, yeah, pretty much all of these are Emperor candidates. Let's just ignore that fact and just continue with this conversation. And it's just not phased at all.
well,
The player is just like, yep, seems legit.
You have some knowledge of alchemical works, then. He's looking at Diamond again. Diamond?
Oh no, sorry, I was muted and I didn't see it. Yeah, so yes, I've been using alchemy for quite a while now.
Take a look at this.
Mm-hmm.
He'll gesture you over to the table. Don't touch it. You will regret it.
What is it? What am I
He
looking
will... Inside the porter and messel... I keep saying messel. Pestle and mortar that he's been working with, you'll see a black sandy substance.
I haven't worked with something like that before. Can I do a check? Do I know anything of it?
Give me an alchemy tools check.
Can I look over Diamond's shoulder and do it as well?
Oh, come on.
I'm actually going to allow this because Heracles might actually have some idea of this.
Yeah. 11. That's not really good. Oh, there was 2. I got 15. Oh,
Nat 20.
Heracles.
come on, Heracles. You.
No, this actually makes perfect sense. Heracles, you will recognize what this is and you will recoil.
Holy fuck!
That
I mean, by the
stuff,
gods!
that stuff is a particularly evil toxin that can only be harvested in areas where there is no magic whatsoever. If it gets into someone's bloodstream, they can no longer use magic.
Oh.
Until it is somehow cured, which also requires a very particular plant that only grows in areas where there's no magic.
You let people enter the room when you manipulate those things, and Heracles just gets off to the door.
So sensitive. So
This substance prevents all forms of magic use, but it's a bit more dangerous than just that. It, by our very natures, we are all carry magic within ourselves. It's in the very air we breathe. Even someone that relies purely upon physical means will be greatly weakened by this substance.
yes.
The reason I have it, he'll glance over at Heracles, is because the assassins were carrying some of it.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
I believe there has been a victim, but that's not for me to go into detail of.
And do you know how to cure this?
That's what I'm working on, but unfortunately I don't think I'm going to have the means. I have
Do you
some...
need anything for it?
Yes, I do, but I have agents looking into that right now.
Okay.
There is something I will be discussing in the near future with a group of people.
Side quest for someone else then?
Potentially.
Appears to be.
Yeah.
Okay. But I should be aware of this. Diamond does something that is very unusual for him. And I have to look up if I actually have it in my bag, because otherwise I can't do what I wanted to say.
He's licking the table.
No!
And just like that,
He's
Diamond
writing
loses
stuff
all of his
down.
abilities.
He writes stuff down. Is there something like that in the Alchemist's kit?
What do you mean?
Something to take notes?
I'm going to
I thought
presume
there
you
would
have the
be.
ability to take notes in some way or form.
Okay. Then he will take notes. As I said, we just refer him. He usually doesn't do that. He writes down the name and all the important information, just in case something happens, and he might be able to have a positive effect on things.
This is another difference between us and the Sundered Moon. We don't use any toxins that we ourselves do not have an antidote to ready to use for.
I see. Well, makes sense.
We actually value our members.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
was there anything else?
Is there any way to learn with you as long as I'm still here?
As long as you're still here, could you elaborate on what you mean by that?
We won't stay for a very long time, I assume. So,
If you wish to attend a poisonous course here, we charge 500 gold for for people from foreign nations. We do have a student exchange program, but it's not currently running.
So something maybe for the future. I'll keep it in mind. Thank you very much for your time.
He'll nod and he'll get back to work.
DM,
Yeah?
trying to bullshit a bit here, but given the nat 20, could I give him like a insight? Like, have you considered blah before we just say goodbye?
Consider in what context? What do you mean?
He's trying to find an antidote to that black powder that removes magic. Could Heracles just give? Oh, have you considered trying blah to form an antidote?
He'll glance over his shoulder. Yes, we are aware of blah.
Oh,
That's what my agents are currently searching for.
okay. We'll keep an eye out for blah. If we find any blah, we'll send it your way. And thank you for your time again.
Sorry. I just reminds so much of the vampire play. It's just...
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah. Eli's just been looking around. She seems to be more sort of looking over towards the forge area than the stuff on the tables. She's just having a look around.
Most of the weapons being made here aren't the type that Eli typically uses. They're daggers, crossbows, smaller things designed for more subtle means.
Use.
Finesse, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Diamond looks paler than usual as he walks out.
You know, Diamond, you're not that far off. Blah is actually the phlegm from a vampire, since they suck out magic. That's very useful in those type of situations.
Yeah.
Ignore him.
We often do, don't worry.
My sister will no doubt want to have words with you in the near future.
Your sister?
Yes, the guildmaster.
Okay.
Try not to get
I'll keep it in
yourselves
mind.
killed.
For her to
And
do we
try.
wait for her to invite us to talk to, or
Oh, you'll know when she wants to talk to you.
Comforting.
So.
So yes, try not to get yourselves killed, and try not to give us a reason to kill you.
Will do. See you again soon.
He's already back to work.
Yep, that's fine.
On our way out, I will politely smile at the secretary and say, "Hi again. I believe you have a list of literature for me."
She will rifle through the many papers on her desk and eventually hand you one with some of the most advanced herbology textbooks you've ever seen or heard of.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Yes. Next.
Yep.
Shanarei, what are you doing?
Yep.
Yes. Waiting till the prattle about alchemical stuff is over, because She doesn't understand any of it.
Oh, I presumed you were the only one staying in the room for a reason.
Oh, no. I zoned out a bit.
Oh,
It's okay.
well, Diamond waited for her, and
that's nice.
he doesn't look too well. Let's just say it like that.
You didn't touch the stuff, right?
What? Sorry.
You didn't touch the poison or whatever
Of
it
course,
was?
no. That's
Okay,
not,
good.
that's not the issue.
But yes,
I
what
just feel like-
Heracles would be able to tell you about that poison, the stuff that you didn't touch, thankfully.
Yeah.
Anything that might utilize magic would be cut off, including, for example, your
My
discipline, your
Yeah.
focus, your ability to manipulate forces by punching things. So things like stunning strike, step of the wind, they would all be disrupted.
Mm.
For Shanarei, it would be even worse than it would for Heracles, because magic is part of her.
Yeah.
For her, it could be considered a fatal toxin, as it could quite being cut off from her magic like that could quite literally kill her.
Yeah.
Diamond,
Yeah.
I know you're interested for those things. Once we get back to Gazetway, whenever we end up back there, I'm working on creating my own library in the compound, but I've got a list here that they gave us. We can go and have a reading session at the Gazetway library once we're back.
Yes, it's just I have a feeling I have to work on an antidote myself, and I need to find a few people.
Tell me, why exactly are you looking for this, if you don't mind me asking?
The things I told him weren't for no reason. I've used that particular herb quite a lot.
For what reason? For recreation? For
to make my life a little bit less disturbing. Before I met Goldie, I tried my best to, get through life, and I did what I knew best, so I had to, let's say, deal with a lot of people, and after a while I was just tired of offering up myself, so I used the herb that I was told would work on people and tell them what they wanted to hear.
Oh, so rather than use it on you to be numb, you use it on them to think something happened.
Exactly. And they were about to find out what really happened. That's when I met Goldie, and
Ignore that.
I had my reasons to become a bodyguard and not just work as a colleague.
Why are you worried about it? You did what you had to. I mean, I don't have proof of altering people's mind, but in this case, maybe you were coerced by Xerxes, weren't you, for your position?
That wasn't the time when... that was after I left Xerxes.
Oh.
I wouldn't judge yourself too harshly if you're doing that. I mean, I dabbled in... I still do on a daily basis. I'm looking at Heracles. Dabble in manipulating people. To be
True,
changed.
but yours never really... It changes them for a day, maybe two, but not forever. And if I...
Well, I remember that time when I told that guy to keep walking for 8 hours straight, and I think they died. Those what do you call it, the bandits with the... We've done horrible things. That doesn't define us now, right? Okay, that was pretty horrible.
I don't...
Do you think you've hurt someone definitively when you were doing this?
there were some of the merchants and nobles that I was involved with that I gave the mixture that I made quite frequently to.
And you think there's permanent damage?
Well, do you want influential merchants or nobles to be going insane because they have hallucinations all the time? I don't want to know what they did to the people around them because of it.
Oh. Well, if we do find a... you'll see when we read up on the books, but maybe you can find an antidote or something to alleviate the issues. Put your consciousness... No, not consciousness, your conscience at rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's my hope.
Well, if you need help for it, I'll be there for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But for now, we should probably go on. There's still a lot to do.
Is this one of the phone boxes that the guy that we were just talking to is going to use?
It's
Yes. Are you listening to his call?
Okay.
Yes,
Kinda,
please,
yeah.
Toben.
I'm inquisitive, if nothing. Trying not to be obvious, but
You'll just hear, yes, it's going to be a long night. The usual, please. Extra large with extra pepperoni. Assassin's Guild. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot to eat.
He's ordering pizza.
Once he's done that, he will step out and head back inside without paying you guys any attention. I also found out that the reason that fast flip is no longer on F is because F is how you place waypoints when moving your token.
oh, okay. Oh yeah, I see it. That's good.
Oh, okay.
F like flippant.
Flop, flop, flop.
Oh gosh.
Oh, interesting. So if you try to drag your token through a wall and then let go move, it just stops you at the wall.
Oh, that's cool.
Didn't it always do that?
No, it just wouldn't let you move a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So that's actually much better. Okay.
Okay.
At this point, I would have said you're probably in there for a good hour at least.
Mhm.
What are you going to do with the rest of your evening, or is it just back to the bar? Or back to the inn, should I say?
This is Frosth speaking, not Heracles. Shall we just go to bed and time skip to the what's it called? The last fight of the tournament?
Yeah,
Mhm.
we should do that. Get some food. Time skip to the last fight.
We'll time
then
skip
do
to
what
the
we need to do
morning. As it's going to be some stuff. Before we get to that, though, I take it you're having pizza, Frosth. Did you heard him ordering pizza?
Yeah, now I want pizza, yeah. I mean, in real life, but Heracles would want some as well.
Oh, I also want pizza in real life now that it's been mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll head back to the inn. So I will just do this. Oh. I'm sorry, I just can't get over the fact that it loads instantly now.
That's really cool.
Because this map used to take for bloody
So much
ever.
better.
It used to take bloody forever to just load into the game for me. Now it's instant, so it's a
Yeah, so while I'm not happy about the fact that I was put onto V13 before I was ready, I am happy with some of that stuff. Okay.
There are quality of life changes.
Yes. The storm will continue into the night because Zeus has been a dick.
Tracks, yep.
And in the morning...
It's probably because so many people are just like taking the piss out of the person that he chose. Just being like, why would you choose that guy?
In the morning, as you are waking up, Aias will, with an almost amused look on his face, you guys should go down to the dining room.
Oh no. I fear the worst.
Okay.
He goes downstairs after getting dressed.
One moment. I will put you all in the dining room. Put Freeport's music back on for now. As you are relaxing in there, this gentleman will have walked in and is approaching the piano, but as he'll pause next to Shanarei and sort of give her a little bow.
Yes.
I don't actually know how best to address an emperor to be, if that's indeed or possible.
Your Highness is fine.
I believe that's a bit too soon for that one. Regardless, you have, and he's going to pull out this long list, people that wish to meet with you before this afternoon's match.
You know, once I become empress, I'm going to have people to take care of this kind of business for me. But of course, what is who exactly?
Let's see. First is
Eli's gently face palming, like rubbing her temples a bit.
First is Lady Alis of the Elflands, the envoy from Magmel.
Okay, never heard of her. Is she? I'll look around the room. She's very important, I'm assuming.
Diamond just her like, get her here.
Of course, I mean, it is good to get connections going for when I become empress.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm assuming she wants to talk to me.
She wants to talk to all of you.
Oh,
Okay.
eh.
She has requested to meet with the candidates for Emperor on behalf of Lady Skahak of Magmel, the Queen of the Elves.
Big thumbs up from Diamond's side in the background.
Okay, we can certainly do that, right, people? My
I'm
minion.
ready.
Okay.
Yeah. After breakfast.
See how they responded to my minion. I'm already.
Come on.
I am sorry. It's
As
a bit...
he opens the door, you will hear the murmur of quite a lot of voices out there. Lady Alis, please. As she will walk in. And he will move back over here.
I will greet her in the sole Elvish sentence I know that Diamond taught me, something like things and
Very broken.
I'm wondering what Heracles is rolling.
If I find her attractive.
Oh, come on.
Hey, Kirsty taught me that. Blame her.
I wonder if this will work now.
I did indeed.
No, this still doesn't work.
teach him that.
The 1d10 2.
he just pushes Toben
Yeah,
aside.
but usually you
Yeah.
hide it from the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, so I still.
I do all my roles open. You know what I'm thinking.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately,
Hey,
I still can't show artwork, but yes, this isn't a.
I mean, she's cute.
Yeah, you have seen her before because she was at the summit.
Yep.
She will take a seat and glance round at you, all nodding towards the five of you that she recognizes, and then giving Diamond a somewhat puzzled look at first, and then just presuming you're meant to be here.
Oh, damn.
He points at Shanarei, as in he's with her.
He is my consort.
What?
Consort.
Well, you are wrong to be. That's good.
Well-
Is that not what it's called?
Fiance.
Well, yes, but if I would be empress, then you would be my consort. Wouldn't you? I mean, that's how it works.
think that is technically how it works,
We'll talk
yes.
about this later.
It depends on the structure, but first, I bring greetings from Lady Skahak, warrior queen of Magmel and leader of the elves. She wishes to extend an invitation to all of the Emperor candidates in the near future, probably sometime later in summer, to visit her lands and in the interest of forming an alliance with Gazathrei, wishes for your aid in resolving a particularly difficult task facing our kingdom.
Can you go in more details about this issue you have?
I'm afraid I don't have that many details myself, as this is a bit unexpected. We weren't expecting your good selves to be nominated so suddenly yesterday afternoon.
Neither were we. Well, they.
GM?
Yes?
What do we know of Magmel and that lady that is at its head?
That'd be a history check.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I will allow one other, yeah.
Yay. There you go. It will be bad, but still. Yeah, it will be bad.
Give me 1 second. So, a few things you would know is that she is a warrior queen, particularly skilled with a spear. She is also highly unusually over 1,200 years old. Which,
Still looks young.
well, for elves is even for elves is not normal, shall we say. She is part of what is known as the Ceridian clan, which is the ruling clan of elves. And yeah, Magmel is one of only 2 cities elves are otherwise of the Elflands are otherwise nomadic in nature. Their land is largely covered in trees. There isn't really settlements.
Where is it exactly compared to Gazitre?
South.
Okay.
It's if we were on the main map, it's pretty much center south.
Okay.
90% of the population is elves.
Okay. And they are not known to be specifically dickheads or anything, just elves. Regular dickheads, elves.
Come on.
They're not the friendliest people. But it all varies based on each of the elvish clans. They all have their own views, their own culture, own law, own... Yeah, they have their own things. Magmel itself is a very special area in that no weapons are allowed within the city. Typically, only elves and foreign dignitaries are even allowed in the city. The city itself is actually quite sparsely populated, as most of the elves wander. But yeah, the other city is Millie, which is, I believe, where Diamond was originally from, which is a lot more diverse. That's where most of the humans that live in that area come from. A lot of half elves. It's a bit of a lawless city.
Would Astraelos have been there before?
Astraelos, have you ever been to the Elflands?
Probably, yeah. Sure.
It wasn't very adventurous, so I don't remember.
No, I think he would have been there. Everything for adventure.
And what do we know of their take on human trafficking and slavery?
Inside Magmel, that would get you immediately slaughtered. The other city, unfortunately, such things are known to happen. Smuggling, slavery, and more occurs in that lawless place.
Okay, good to know. Talking to the NPC, will you be extending that invitation to all candidates?
Yes, after I finish this meeting with you, I am to go and meet with the candidate that will be fighting in the arena later. And I intend to meet with the one known as Cassander later as well, before I travel on to Gazathray itself to meet with the others.
Okay. Have you managed to track all of them down?
No, I know where most of them are, but Lady Merulia, I do not yet know.
Oh, okay.
She's not.
Am I allowed to join my partner?
It would be up to the candidates who will belong in their retinues.
I wouldn't
If
go
you
without.
do come to Magmel, you will be under strict observation and expected to follow our rules.
So we're in spring right now, correct?
No, you're in early summer. Like, really early summer.
Okay, so it's in a few weeks.
Yeah, my calendar is unfortunately not working. But you're only in, like, the second 10 day of summer right now. Of 7, so...
We had planned engagement in the north for the coming few weeks.
Don't worry, I, as the DM, have accounted for that.
Okay. But I was warning the NPC that, but once we're done with that, we'd discuss coming, but...
Of course, word will be sent to you prior to when the time comes. But the Elflands are facing some difficulties at the moment with the loss of our winds. We don't know what's caused it, as far as I know. That might be related to what's your task, and the task of the other groups, should they choose to partake, is, regardless of the group that succeeds, we will seek to form an alliance with Gazethray as thanks.
That'd be a good thing for the world, yeah.
Yes, it would be very wise of you to consider this quite seriously.
Yeah.
Do I feel like she chose the word wise intentionally there?
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Give me an insight check.
Can I go on that?
Sure.
Damn it. Goldie's spacing out. Yes.
She didn't. The DM may have.
Okay.
I think Diamond would kick your ass if you didn't. as an information of the player over here.
Anyway, once again, there will likely also be a other reward for the group that actually succeeds beyond just the alliance for Gazethray.
Eli would take a seat. We're going to be here a while. But she will... she'll sit next to Astraelos and kind of nudge you and go, do you think that the wind issue could be to do with Malika?
Oh no, don't mention it.
Just very quietly, under her breath, is just like, do you reckon it could have something to do with the big wind lady?
I certainly wouldn't rule it out. You never know.
She feels a little guilty.
Well, oops.
Holy little is basically our fault.
You'll notice she's looking over at you. What would
Just
this...
positing some ideas about possible
What it could be.
Malika,
circumstances.
I believe from the reports we received from good Emperor Aias, was the cause of that hurricane in Gazethray, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
You may relax. That hurricane occurred after our issue started.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we fought her once, and it was an event.
It was interesting, surely.
Ah, you're the group that fought the Archfiend. That, I suppose, makes some explains somewhat why you've been chosen for Emperors.
We went through a lot up to this point.
Well, you have a lot of other people wishing to see you. I will head out now. I'm sure the next one will be in shortly.
Yeah, it was a charming way to start the procession. Thank you for your time.
You're quite welcome.
The flirt.
Heracles is gonna just turn around to the rest of the party once she's gone and say, "Guys, we will end up having to do those things, so we might as well get the training weekend now."
We need a montage.
While you're doing this guy just walks in.
Oh, I know you're unofficial. He's not saying that out loud. What's his name again? Out of character.
Who are you talking to?
We met him in the when he had the big gathering.
Was he also at the summit?
Yes, he was.
That end snap was so German of you.
Sorry. I was thinking. I can't help it.
I do it sometimes as well, and I'm British.
He will walk in and he'll give one of those bows so low it almost seems sarcastic.
Yeah. Do an
Almost.
inside check on that.
Go for it.
He's just a man of the people. He doesn't want to do big bows.
Oh my god. I'm not she doesn't have her day. She's still waking
Hard to
up.
judge, he's a politician.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
They are good at that game. Yeah.
He will straighten up again. A pleasure to see you all again. I am the Burgomaster Conrad of Bremen, and
That's what it was.
He made burger jokes. I remember now.
Yeah.
and I wish the aid of any who will listen.
Well,
I'm listening.
yeah, we're listening. Okay, out of character. It's funny that we had a cock and a horse earlier that were probably stacked on top of each other, and now we see the guy from Bremen.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, come on. But
I think
yes,
I'm
that's
missing
true.
context there, but okay.
It's a tale of Bremen.
Musician?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brennan's
It's a folk tale from Germany.
Yeah.
Like a donkey and a cock, and it's like stacked on each other making music or
It's a
something.
donkey, a dog, a cat, and a rooster.
Yeah.
You see, due to the fall of Renai, my lands have become the providers of food for the southern regions of the world. Due to that, we expanded further out into the heartlands with the consent of the nomadic tribes that live there. But now they're reneging on the deal and trying to drive us out. Go for it.
When he said with the consent of the tribes, and now we renounce, like, does he know something that his party was not being fair? Oh fuck no.
We suck at inside there today.
The bit about
We
the consent of the tribe
Toben
seems
to
to be true. That's the best you can get from that.
Okay.
Could I insight that as well? Do the second one, or
Yes, I'll allow the second one. As always, 2 checks are allowed, but 2 at most. Toben, you get the feeling that while he's not lying, he's definitely omitting.
sure, I have a mission. Okay.
Unfortunately, the tribes have started to band together against us. They have been raiding our settlements, destroying our supplies and our homes, and refusing to let us settle the land as was agreed. We need that land to be able to produce food to sustain the likes of Palm.
Okay. So
I would seek your aid in rather getting the tribes to stop or driving them from our lands entirely.
From
So
their
more of
lands,
the-
you mean?
They are our lands by agreement.
You have documents.
Was
saying
that temporary lease or permanent?
They agreed to let us settle
Would be the
them
question.
and convert the land into farms. You don't get much more permanent than that.
Are there documents?
Of course, we have signed... I don't have them on me, but we have signed documents, yes.
In that case, is there any opportunity to get them to us?
If you come to Bremen, we will make sure you see them all.
Well, that's a reason to visit you, I guess.
Yes, I highly recommend it. Our town is lovely.
Inside check. I'm just kidding.
It is.
If you wish to do an insight check, I'm not going to stop you.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Well, that sounds like a diplomatic and humanitarian mission. We'll certainly consider it. Do you have any time scale where that would be appropriate to come? Like how?
Oh, immediately would be preferable, but the sooner the better. The longer that we are already past the planting season, so it's really becoming a problem.
Okay.
This year's harvest is going to suffer.
It's noted. Thank you for your time. We'll do what we can if we can.
Of course. And he will depart.
Before like the next person comes in, Toben turns to the group and says he was not telling us something. He was omitting something.
Yeah, he was keeping some info from us.
I get the feeling quite often when there are treaties like that, they are not done in the best interests of both halves.
Yeah, there might
power imbalance is there.
There might be a need for a renegotiation of better quality for both parties, but
That's why I asked for the documents. We should definitely have a look at them.
What's the fall of Renai? Does anyone know?
Renai was medieval French, and it got destroyed overnight by a salt explosion. That's where Pierre and Lucien come from.
It was 3 years ago.
So we would
feeling
all be aware
that
of
they
it.
were allowed the access to the land to grow crops temporarily, and now they're trying to make it permanent.
Yeah, that was the impression I got too.
Or they didn't give what they were supposed to give when they started the farms.
They went at some place they were not supposed to go and didn't back down, and vexed the cultural or religious places of those natives.
Either way, something went wrong, and they don't know how to fix it, so they want someone
This seems like
to solve it.
something that I don't know if it's going to be on our way, because we were headed northeast, I believe, and Renai is east from here, not that far. Bremen, GM, can you confirm that Bremen is east from here, not that far?
I can confirm for you that you are completely off base.
Okay, good.
It
Thank you.
is southwest. It is west of the Elflands.
Oh, okay. I expected. Oh, we're further east than I expected us to be. Okay.
You should be able to see the map, can't you?
Nope. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Because someone is on it.
Yeah. If you click next to the current map you're on, there's a little drop down button.
Yeah.
And then it'll open up the
found
ones
it.
you can get to.
Yeah. So as you can see, the nations discussed so far, Magmel is southwest of Tull. It's pretty much it's center south of the area, really.
Where is Bremen?
Right there.
How come it's Bremen feeding Palm?
Well, take a look at the area Bremen is in, and look at the area Palm is in. You'll notice that Palm's most of its landmass is turned to salt.
Yeah, but I was thinking
it's salt or the Blood Plains north.
And there's a lot of marshy land,
which isn't.
Yeah.
Palm is Palm is one of the largest cities there is. It has a very high food turnover. A lot. They can get fish and stuff, but in terms of crops, they mostly traded with Renai. They don't really grow that many themselves.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Renai was like the food hub of the southern part of the world.
And the elves don't really.
They do their own
There's not
thing.
too much trade.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay, I expected Bremen to be closer to Palm. My bad.
No, it's over there, but
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I believe that our talking to the rest of the party, we were headed towards Tornacris, like next to Fate's Ends, far north. Maybe we can take a boat trip to Bremen on our way, see if we can solve that, because there's no time schedule on what we wanted to do in Tornacris. But if they miss the crop season, that could lead to a lot of death in Palm.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay.
To the rest of the party and sort of out of character as well, it's not Frosth being loud and obnoxious.
Heracles
seems to
being
be
loud.
Heracles seems to be really proactive about the situation. He seems to be decided to take this seriously.
Well, yes. I didn't take it as obnoxious or anything. It's just I'm on the same.
Yeah.
In the same boat.
You'll get several more dignitaries, some of minor lords, some of other like small nations that don't even appear on the map, but somehow have still got enough of a presence to be there. You'll get several people who are just coming to take a look. And then the next audience is with the merchant deacon.
I recognize that name.
Yes.
As this man will walk in.
Okay. Oh.
He will clap his hands together and do that sort of hand-rubbing motion that merchants do. Good day, sirs and madams, and anything else.
Sirs, madams, and anything else. At least he's being inclusive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Greetings.
I come to you today to grant you a great boon and request one in return.
And that shall be?
I have access to incredible markets. I can get you pretty much anything you need when you need it. You need weapons? I know a guy. You need food? I know a guy. You need protection? I know this really small elite group, actually, who are quite good at it.
Eli's stomach rumbles when he says about food.
I requested their work recently, actually. They protected me from the Cimeric family. You might have heard of them. Very nasty folk.
Yes, we've heard of it. Sorry.
But yes, all you would need to do is allow me to be your exclusive purveyor, and in return, well, that's the boon to me. I will be able to claim I work for the future Emperor of Gazethray.
So
you're
it's basically about your reputation.
Reputation is very important in commerce.
True. Can I ask the guy that announces them whether there are more merchants asking to go in?
No. There's only one other merchant on this list. A nobleman, although I'm not familiar with him, he goes by Lord Noseed.
Okay. I guess
Do we recognize that name?
Yeah. Do I recognize it?
No, you've never heard of a Lord Noseed.
Good. That's it sounds weird. Okay, but he doesn't say it out loud. That's just me as a player.
We need to discuss it amongst ourselves first and weigh in our options. But what exactly is unique about your proposal?
I have access to everything you could possibly ever need, even magic.
Is he being truthful?
I recently, for example, as a reward to those kind people that helped me, have awarded them access to a magical cannon that only I have. They haven't managed to collect it yet, but that's a different matter.
Do we know those people that ordered the cannon? By chance.
Hey DM,
Yes?
wasn't there a magical cannon that was stolen that we went to a market for?
Yeah, to the arms deal.
That's a different campaign!
Is that a different campaign?
Yes, it is. That is... Phineas knows about that.
Oh, okay, never
Yeah, it
mind.
was about that. Like we didn't steal anything, but we know about that smuggling business.
No, this is us. This is us, DM.
Yeah.
Because then there was the black
Arms deal
snake.
that we went to.
Oh, that was different. The south
we were
part.
talking about the one south of Narina.
Right. Yes. No, that was different. Those weren't magical cannons. Those were just cannons.
Okay.
No,
Somebody
yeah,
might
no.
be good.
It's Phineas knows stuff about the magic cannon,
Okay.
but Eli does not. Okay.
Can I do an insight check on this guy?
Sure.
Oh, he's totally sketch. I don't even need an insight check.
He seems weird to me, so insight check.
Net 20.
Net 20, let's go.
This guy is incredibly sketchy. Like, you've heard slimy merchant used as a description before, but this guy is the epitome of this. This guy is about is not trustworthy. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, he didn't even give his
looks
real
up
name.
and down and up again, and he's like, nah, I don't like his vibe.
He will
Have a
give
think.
Diamond a glance and then look away as if Diamond's not. I don't believe your manservant's opinion matters.
I'm not the manservant, I'm her fiance.
How dare you say that about my Diamond? I don't think we will do business with you. If he doesn't trust you, you seem like a slimy asshole to me. I don't even think it's your real name. You look like a Bob to me.
You'll see his eye twitch as you call him that. My name is Deacon.
No, I'm not so
for
sure
much
about
longer,
Sure, it's not
manservant.
canon. Sorry. No, that's Kirsty. That's not Eli. Eli would keep her mouth sealed.
He's going to look back to Heracles. Well, I don't have to make this deal with all of you. Each of you, well, except for him, and I guess I won't be doing business with her. But the other four of you, would any of you be interested in this deal? I assure you I can get you the best goods at the best prices.
I've
The
known
economy
merchants like you.
flourishes when no one person has a monopoly. And that's all Eli says.
Astraelos or Toben?
No,
Man.
I really don't
just
like
go
Eli,
on.
so-
I will take your offer under consideration.
You're being
Heracles?
so nice about this.
Heracles is just
No,
come
yeah,
back.
I'm back. I just got back. Sorry.
Yeah, he's been turned down by everyone so far, but you still have the opportunity.
He was very rude about
He
Diamond.
called Diamond a
Yes.
manservant.
He called me Shanarei's manservant.
Well, is he wrong?
Yes, he is.
Wow, I guess Heracles is gonna bleed tonight.
No, that was Frosth. That wasn't Heracles.
Oh, yeah.
Still, that's offensive.
No, it's not. You
Yes,
know what you are.
I am her fiance.
Truth hurts. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Frost.
So does
Settle
Goldie's
this out of
feelings.
this
I'm
chat.
tempted to have suggested.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we know who wears the pants in that relationship.
Yes, me.
And
Neither
the
of them
person
have a
that doesn't
choice.
wear the pants doesn't wear shirts either. I'm going for the throat. Wow, I'm sorry, Diamond.
But
Yes,
Frost, I
afterwards.
still
I
need
can
your
kill
decision as
quietly.
Heracles. Will you...
Oh, yes. Going back in character. We haven't decided yet on our, let's say, sponsoring decisions yet. We will take it into consideration, but this is an interesting offer. Thank you. Just a few questions before you go. You say you can reach everything, obtain anything, including magic, perhaps. But to what scale?
Well, if you must...
Meaning-
I could get literally anything you want. You want the blouse of Irex, the Grand Wizard of Tull? I can get you that.
That sounds even more sketchy.
My question is more of future proofing our relationships. How large is your network? Can you handle the prospects of an entire nation, or is it more like
Oh,
our scale of a
easily,
group?
easily. I have everything I need to do such things.
I'm gonna insight check on that and use my human reroll advantage thingy on that.
If you need to, okay.
Oh, it's if I need to, I don't have to call it out earlier.
No, you don't, no. There's nothing in
No,
D&D
it's
you have
like
to call
old
out
lucky.
anymore.
Okay,
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Yeah.
please.
They pretty much got rid of having to call such things, which is.
Oh, come
preferable.
on.
Yeah, I did what I could.
I mean, this guy is surprisingly difficult to read.
He's a good merchant.
Good merchant, bad person? Is that what we're going with?
So my question was, does he seem to have like an actual large-scale network? Because maybe he can help us now as prospects, but maybe he's a good contact for when one of us eventually becomes emperor. And to have an actual merchant network internationally helping out is good for a country. That's Heracles' intent in his line of questioning.
Well, he seems to be letting on that he has something going on that can do all that.
Okay. Well, I'd certainly like to be on good terms with you in the long run, but I don't know if we can commit straight away. Let us discuss this and think on it, please.
Of course, and he will give you a incredibly sycophantic bow.
Oh.
You are
Please.
very wise, Lord Heracles. Very wise indeed. And he
Hey.
will leave.
He's not wrong. This is the only character I have that has not dump stat wisdom, so let him have it.
Gosh darn, he's horrible.
There will be a brief break for refreshments.
Oh, thank God for that. I came down for breakfast.
Oh, you had
People like that
breakfast. You had breakfast.
Unnecessary.
We had breakfast. Oh, okay.
But now it's more like 11.
We've had a long rest as well in the
Oh,
meantime,
yes,
correct?
yes. So you get all your spells
Yeah,
back.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna do that now.
Good
Breathe.
point. Oh, my awakening doesn't revert. Oh yeah, because it's on multiple days.
Yeah. Well, no, you should have awakening uses plus one. I might just. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I don't think it did because it's. Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
never
set to restore one per day until it's back to full, and then it needs all ones to consume. Yeah.
Yeah, but before I clicked, it was already on 2. That's why I'm curious.
Oh,
It's not a big deal.
I don't know. I have to have a look at it myself.
Yeah, no big deal.
The next one. Yes.
I wanted to talk to the party a bit.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You have an 11, so you've got time.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I don't follow enough, but is the plan now to go help Bremen? I know we have been chosen and stuff, but we have more important matters.
We need to find out what the world wants of us and figure out what our priorities are. And go from there.
We have a clear priority, don't we? We need to deal with Morgan or Morgana, whatever her face is. And
Yeah.
we have
We might need
Elvis
friends for that.
perhaps, but dealing with a local dispute of claim of ownership of land isn't as important as getting my father out and getting rid of that witch lady person.
Well,
I was suggesting that we pass by Bremen on our ship trip to the north, which would just be I don't know how long the day tour would be.
That
so
would be incredibly long.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Because if you go back to the island nations map for a second,
Yeah, it's to the west and then back northeast to get.
You have to go round effectively to get there.
Oh, we cannot go through that. Okay.
If I could find where I put the bloody map for my own use, island nations. Here we go.
Yeah, I thought we could go through this.
Hang on, I'm not on the map yet.
Straight. Okay. But speaking to the rest of of the party.
Why don't you bring that up? There's been a side quest there that the South Party has refused to do, which is why that strait can't be used.
Okay.
But that is part of it because they want to open that up so they can get food from Bremen into the southern nations much easier. Because right now,
what would be the trip we would have to do to go to Bremen?
you can't hold. Am I on the wrong tool? No, you can't hold. You press R now. Interesting. Okay.
would it be possible for them to send us messages?
It'd be like this.
Holy cow!
Oh,
If you wanted to go there by ship.
sucks to be them then.
If you want to
Yeah,
go, if you want to
we
go
would have to
simply,
land
you could get dropped here, but you won't get picked back up there.
Yeah.
And we'd have to make our way through the mountains.
Yeah, that's a huge.
Yeah,
And
it's a long trip if you decide
Yeah.
to do that.
Okay.
Unless you want
But
to
if
do
you-
the side quest that opens things up down here, but one slight problem with that, you're in Tull's waters if you go down there, and Tull is technically at war with the Empire.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, these guys are in the wrong place. They should be here.
Yeah, you raise a good point, Shanarei. I'm sorry. I thought it would be closer. It's someone else can handle it, but the people of Palm do depend on the food from Bremen, so it's an important matter, but maybe not one we can handle.
Well,
I agree.
Would it be
Not right now,
something that
anyway.
We
could...
can't handle the whole world's problems.
Yeah, that's true. And Shanarei, you were saying?
well, let's look at it like this. Let's be pragmatic, if that's the right word.
Mhm.
If the Blood Moon destroys everything, and Morgana does her thing, food doesn't matter anyway.
That's true.
That is true.
So we
otherwise
stick
I
to
would
our,
say-
I think it's more important than some food dispute, honestly.
so
No,
we
but
keep
what-
to our, so you suggest we keep our original plan. We find the research of that level 10 magic missile wizard.
I
whose
want.
name
I hope we find a spell skill to do that. I want to
Lovely.
test this thing, and I'll hold up my brooch of shielding.
and then get the Grand Wizard of Tools help regarding Morgan, finding a way to control her Fae and prevent her ritual from saving her.
That sounds a better course of action to me, at least. But
Okay.
I might be a bit selfish in this. You know.
Above
no.
board, everything that's been thrown at you now, all these little hooks, you don't have to do any of them.
Yeah, makes
Oh
sense.
no, I would be cool to do, but Goldie would
Plus,
prioritize any of it.
plus, I'm pretty sure the South Party is going to that region anyway next.
Yeah, they can deal with it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I would have said
fuck
do
this
it
out, right?
correspondence, but
Mhm.
it might take too much of time and would be difficult to follow up with. And also, I'm not one of the Emperor candidates.
Yeah,
I'm just decoration.
I admit going to Magmel
No.
afterwards would be interesting.
Mm.
But we, in the sense of allying more nations to Gazitwe, I think it's a time where we need. Maybe I'm a bit of an optimist, but we need most nations to be on board because even the West continents, because that's an existential. Everyone is at risk, so we need to have diplomatic solutions as well. We need to maybe end the war with Tull, maybe get Tull on board as well. You know what I mean? Or the Inquisition, or
We will
Bremen.
stay with. Oh no, Goldie doesn't hate the Inquisition. Never mind. Okay.
It will be difficult to get the Inquisition to work with us, to be honest.
they are already on board. It's the same threat. We know that. We discussed
I mean-
that with them at the meeting.
Yes, I know. It's just in the long run against Morgana, it will be all right, I think. But after that, it will be complicated.
Oh, Morgan, no one remembers her name.
Morgan, yeah.
I keep stuck here with Morgan, but it's Morgan. Yeah.
I actually get it right. I call her Morgan.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Morgan?
It's
We
just
know
that,
why you're right
there were
as
so
well.
There were so many names in there. I was just so
Trauma.
confused right now.
Trauma is why he's right.
Yeah.
Okay, this next gentleman opted to not give his name, but he did offer a. He'll hold up a sack of jingling gold. This to have a meeting with you. There's about 1,000 gold in here.
But
Well,
not his name.
First money.
What do they look like?
I have not met them myself, I'm sorry. I just know that they have requested a meeting with you and say it is of great import. That this is a show of goodwill to show that they are serious about this.
I don't believe we should meet with people for money. We would need to have more information about who and why.
He said it
suppose
relates to.
Doesn't set a good
There
precedent.
was. He did say it relates to the blood moon in some way, the blood rain.
I'd say send him in, and we could use the money for good, for something good, as long as he doesn't expect us to do anything for him in return.
I was going to say, if we
could
talk
just
to
send the
him,
money
and
back.
if he's in good faith, we give him his money back.
Yes.
We're not here to be bought.
That sounds good, Toben. I agree.
I know, Goldie, but we'll make kind otherwise, and I still have some to spare.
I will need to leave the room during your meeting with this gentleman by his request. Is that okay?
Mildly concerning.
Should
but
be.
Yes,
okay.
sounds a little bit suspicious, but
I presume he just wishes to have a private meeting.
it would be better for you if something horrible happens, so... Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Very well. I will be back presently.
Take care.
He will leave, and a couple of moments later, a man will walk in.
I am on the wrong map. I'm
Oh,
still on the
God.
animations.
Who is that?
You don't know.
I do, but I won't say anything. He is
Fancy beard.
He's nice.
He will,
Greetings.
He will walk in, snapping his fingers as he goes, so the door closes behind him.
Oh, I don't like him already.
Counterspell.
Do you wish to counterspell his thaumaturgy?
Doctor.
Give me a sec.
So,
Um,
fancy entrance.
just before this starts,
Counterspell. Counterspell.
What's your DC? Can you link the spell? Because I need to see your DC. Because remember, it's a save now. 16 Constitution. Okay.
$19.
he's a power.
Okay, counterspell is useless now. I'm gonna remove it from my spell list.
You have it automatically, I believe, as your subclass.
Oh yeah.
Or you
that's
get that might be a higher level, but yeah.
I would also like to cast, as we already discussed, that we don't like him giving us money to meet
What?
him. Or no, what? I'm not doing anything yet. I would like to cast before he walked in, please. Detect thoughts.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yoink.
Like you cannot even counterspell a cantrip. This is stupid. This
Hang on.
edition is.
You can't counterspell a cantrip?
You can.
Oh, no,
You just failed.
Yeah, counterspell got destroyed. To be honest,
Yeah,
they went too far with it.
It's absolutely stupid. Anyway, so it happened.
Yeah. He will take a seat. A pleasure to meet you all. I am Lord Basil, formerly of Tull before I was driven out by ingrates.
Driven out.
Driven out, yes. Chris, you get nothing.
Why?
Like he's empty, or just.
You don't know if it's
empty
just that he's empty or he might have some protection against that, such as non-detection, that kind of thing.
Or he just speaks what he thinks so he doesn't have to think.
Hey DM, do I recognize him as a player?
As a player, yes.
Yeah, you do.
I thought so.
It's the guy that sent us to the blood tomb.
Yeah. As soon as I heard Basil, I was like, that person. That person.
Yes.
So, you wanted to speak to us privately. You were very
Yes,
urgent about it.
it's regarding two very serious matters related to the Blood Rain and an incredibly dangerous creature known as a Rift Walker.
Can you go in more detail?
That rings a bell right now. For some reason.
Let's say a researcher. I'm seeking to combat the Blood Rain, to come up with ways that we can prevent it from harming us. My previous venture was actually trying to create golems that could battle the blood creatures in our place. Golems can't be resurrected, after all. If they get destroyed by the Blood Rain, it's a loss of resources, but not a loss of life. I'm sure you understand how much of an improvement that alone would be.
Yeah, somewhat.
Unfortunately, my experiments with adamantite didn't quite work out. An overheating issue that caused the golem to become vulnerable, shall we say, and the testers were able to destroy it. They went a bit too far as I'm concerned, but that is what it is. I've also been seeking at giving the golems a greater form of autonomy so that they can, in the event that their person in control of the golem is unavailable or dead, the golems continue to function properly.
Are you saying they might be able to become somewhat sentient?
Not sentient, just have some basic, basic decision making. Like, I don't know what a good comparison would be.
Well, that's prone to malfunctioning. Easily.
Oh, you have a knowledge of technology, do you?
It's logical. Somewhat.
Oh, people make magical constructs that can make their own choices all the time.
It often goes wrong.
Does it?
As far as I've been told.
Oh, of course. You're going by the hearsay. Have you actually done research, good fellow? You often find that what people believe and what is true are two very different things.
I also realized that a lot of people that I found, or that I thought would be very intelligent and great researchers, turned out to be maniacs.
Well, they do say genius and insanity are two sides of the same coin.
Yes.
I assure you, I am entirely sane.
Hard to get the sure.
But that's yes. I seek to protect us from the blood rain. My golems haven't worked out, but I will be looking into other means. You, as potential future emperors, I felt might wish to be aware of this. I'm not alone. I have some associates who are also, in their own ways, attempting to do this. But the more serious matter is that of a Rift Walker. Have you encountered such creatures before?
I think we have.
I don't know if this party has.
No,
I don't think this party has.
This party hasn't. What do we know of the notion of Rift Walkers?
You'd be familiar with them, like Celestials and Fiends, that they're another type of creature that come from beyond the world, so space, effectively. Hence the name Rift Walker. They walk the rift. What you would have known about them is from the research you recovered from the area in the arena, as it was shown that Rift Walkers or creatures not of this planet can't become gods. They don't have the divine spark. Mm-hmm. I think that's about the only thing this party's actually encountered regarding them. But yeah, they're otherworldly creatures that have unusual powers, and more often than not aren't known to be doing what's best for the people, shall we say. A Riftwalker that I have had previous contact with, a woman that goes by the title The Lady of the Manor, has, I believe, possessed a poor mortal wizard, an elf, who I actually believe might be one of your Emperor candidates. And and I am worried that should this continue, it could bring great disaster to our world. Imagine if the next Emperor of Gazthe was to be possessed. It could be the Mad Emperor all over again, or worse.
Does it seem to be truthful?
Do an insight check.
Could I get assistance on that one, guys?
Two people may make the check.
I can make the check. I've got a +10.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
That's good. Yeah, you're higher than me.
Eli is starting
20
to
already.
understand why Ias hates being the Emperor.
Okay, give me 1 sec. I need to make a hidden roll.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Okay. While he isn't so much lying, he is rather misinterpreting, or he's not being completely honest with you, and a lot of what he's saying is clearly the stuff that is true is clearly been twisted. That's for Toben. For Heracles, you get a sense there's more going on here, but Toben, you're definitely seeing.
Also, DM, is this he who sounds like a herb by any chance?
He did introduce himself as Lord Basil.
Yes.
Interesting.
What question about all of this? Why did you want to pay us for this?
When a mysterious gentleman who doesn't give his name and is being incredibly secret wishes to get a meeting, sometimes you have to grease some palms.
By
not
immediately
ours.
asking us to be corrupted.
Do not take it as corrupt. There was no obligation with the money. It was merely an offer for a meeting. You could have kept the money. It would have meant nothing. There's no corruption here. I don't expect anything in return. The meeting was merely requested.
So what exactly is your request?
Well, I wish to
And you just
inform
bring
you
it
of
in
these matters, to let you know about my work, to let you know about the dangers you potentially face from one of your competitors, the wizard Faedrun. They are quite a dangerous group that she has formed around herself. I believe they might even be inquisitors, which really raises some eyebrows as far as I'm concerned. Imagine if the Inquisition gains control of Gazathrei.
Well then, something to sleep about.
Yes, of course. If you wish to know more, well, you good fellow, he'll gesture to Toben. You, I believe, are of the priestly type. You should know a spell or two to be able to contact me.
Yes.
Should you wish
Yes,
to,
I
at
do.
any point, discuss my great work, you need but ask. But I seek to save this world from the blood rain. That is my goal.
How exactly do you suggest to proceed with creating golems with autonomy? Do you believe you can...
That was a previous experiment, which, as I said, unfortunately has not quite worked until I can solve some of the more issues with engineering, shall we say. It's not going to work. Perhaps I need more advanced technology. I have heard there are such places in the world which I need to investigate.
So you're just a philanthropic type that wants to help out?
Of course, I seek nothing more than the salvation of our world. The salvation of our star.
Does the return of the snake mean anything to you?
One moment. Give me an insight check.
I will. Looking forward to that. I will use, well, if I need to, I will use my human reroll today. Let's go. I think a 25 is okay.
25 meets it. He
Meets
also
it.
rolled a 25.
Oh.
You will... It is incredibly subtle, but you'll see his eyebrows raise for just a split second before his face settles back to normal. No, I can't say that I do.
That's a shame. Just curious. I heard things.
Heard things about a serpent, did you say?
The return of the snake. Yeah, that's what I heard.
A snake.
Anyway,
That's strange.
we do not need to be bribed to take audiences. I believe that will be a policy going forward. So please take your money back.
Oh, he will take it back.
Have a good day, sir.
Of course, he will stand up and dip into a deep bow, turn around, and will cast Dimension Door.
Let him leave. Just let him leave.
Yeah, just let him go.
He enjoys being fancy. Let him have his moment.
I get bad vibes from that guy.
Yeah, many.
I am very hesitant to take anything he says on board.
He wasn't fully forthright, but it seems like his story about a Rift Walker was at least true. And DM, has Heracles heard anything about Lady of the Manor?
No.
Okay.
I could ask my spell.
Oh yes, Shanarei.
Yes.
Do it.
I could have a look into this knowledge in the back of my head.
You wouldn't. It does take 10 minutes to cast, so you wouldn't be able to do that right now. But if you wish to cast Legend Lore later, do let me know. I will get you information on this thing that you've been told about.
And perhaps even on him. He's famous by worldly standards, right?
Potentially.
Or I could get a whap, but also this will cost me money. So at some point we need more ivory stripped.
Yeah, and you didn't keep his money.
Yeah. Why didn't we keep his money? Anyway.
Because of corruption issues, we don't want to.
That's a precedent.
Yep.
Yes, that he needs
Take
to
money
give
for a
us
good
money
reason,
to
eventually
talk.
take it for a bad reason.
Maybe.
This man will eventually walk back in and look around. Did the gentleman leave?
Yes,
so,
he's
yeah.
magic
Don't
to
worry
leave.
about it.
You have only a few more for the day. There is Lady Bitterbaker, the Goblin Crafty, the Merchant No Seeds, and
We know Crafty, right? They worked on the trains.
you know of Crafty. You've not met Crafty.
Yeah, we don't know them.
We know of
I
Crafty,
love that
yeah.
they are called crafty.
And a woman from the Heartlands by the name of Sveiser.
Schweizer.
Probably the second, the other side of our previous story about Bremen.
Yes. Next would be Lord No Seeds. Should I send him in?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Very well. A few minutes later, this man will walk in. He looks kind of familiar,
Really?
but he's dressed in fancier clothes, has a top hat on, and is wearing a monocle.
Oh dear.
Would my
Really?
You already.
detect not still be on at this point?
Yes, and I'm going to be honest, none of you need to do insight checks. It's obvious.
Come on, Deacon. Or should I say Bob?
Bob, what are you
You're
doing
walking.
here?
He will say in that sort of pompous voice, "A pleasure to meet you all. I am Lord No Seed."
Yes, we've
earlier.
got no seat over here.
Yeah, this is not going to work. At least to do it better with the disguise. Come on.
Game Master type. As I said, you've got no seat over here, so please.
Yeah, well, yep, you just lost a potential deal.
I beg your pardon?
Oh,
Do you have a twin by any chance?
Yes.
I can suggest him to tell the truth. I mean, you know what? I'll try to dig deeper into his thoughts. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, how does he react when we start reacting to his...
1 second. This is No Seed, so that... wisdom saving throw, you said?
Yes, DC 20.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, but you're pathetic DC.
Oh, I forgot to. Hang on.
I just realized no seed is deacon backwards.
Yes.
It took me that long. It took me that fucking long.
Shanarei,
weird.
you'll get something interesting.
Okay.
You'll get two trains of thought. One currently very quiet and almost dormant, and the other generating bafflement.
How? What? I'll whisper to Diamond. I like probing his thoughts, but he has like two minds working at the same time. It's so weird. He's truly baffled, but also there's something behind it.
I think he's possessed or something like that.
I think he's an idiot.
No, an idiot doesn't have two lines of thoughts, they have none.
Two. He's Two-Face. Yeah.
So, Mr.
He will
No
clap a
Seed
hand
Idiot-
to his head and look around and then run out of the room in horror. Because he is aware, that spell specifies, they are aware if you probe deeper into their minds.
Oh.
No, it's only if they fail.
No, it's regardless.
okay.
I just read the spell again to be on to be sure.
That might be me then.
On a successful save, the spell saves. On a failed save, you discern, blah, blah, blah. Either way, the target knows you are probing into its mind.
Uh-oh.
It works best on people who are tied down, honestly. I mean, this is so weird. I'll tell the others exactly what I heard.
Oh, could this person have a multiple personality disorder?
Is that a thing?
Dissociation, yes.
Oh, I've heard of that in. But I'm not a doctor or anything, or a beast, so. That was weird. He seemed genuinely surprised.
Yeah.
Now he feels violated, but I kind of also feel violated that he even tried again.
Maybe you uncovered something that he wasn't properly aware of?
Maybe.
Or they were?
We'll do one more tonight and then finish.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the tech thoughts would end by now. It's been longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. As this lady will walk in.
Oh, God.
Wow.
No. She might be lovely. You
Hello.
guys are horrible people.
He didn't say that out loud, but it was just me as a player.
She will be carrying
Time of the
several
first.
pies, which she'll put on the table in front of her. They are steaming gently.
Don't eat them.
Freshly baked cake.
Oh, it's not this character.
Oh, you know this one. Okay. That's it.
She will then drop into a curtsy before you. Good day. I am Grandma Bitterbaker. I have been sent on behalf of the Queen of Hags to negotiate with you people specifically. Not the other candidates, just you.
Okay.
Who is just you? Oh, just the ones in this room.
Yes, although maybe not you, although you have very nice eyes. You can stay. He can't, and he
That
will
wasn't
just...
under negotiation.
She just says, you can't, and this guy will walk out as if being marionetted.
It's very brave of you to go here to do this.
To do what?
To negotiate with us.
What exactly do you wish to negotiate?
Well, as you are aware, our queen, our Lady Salem, our mother of hags, is quite unhappy with you people. You keep killing her children. Quite rude,
They keep
that.
killing our people.
Well,
Oh, hearsay. Do you have any proof of that?
There was an entire dead village
yeah.
that 3 hags were preying upon.
Oh, yes, that. Well, that was just, how do we put it? A
That's
unfortunate
unfortunate.
misunderstanding caused by grief and the murder of one of her daughters.
And what about those sentient centaurs that were being eaten by said daughter?
I wouldn't know.
The ones we found cut up.
I wouldn't know anything
the
about that.
hut.
Regardless, I'm not here to justify or explain such actions to you. I'm simply here on behalf of our lovely queen to say that should one of you become emperor, Salem will not best be pleased, but she is also aware that you are currently combating the princess, or former princess.
Yes.
Yeah. What does your queen know about her whereabouts, and has she any intention of, let's just say, disciplining her child?
She already did that. That is why Morgan is here.
And are you aware of why Morgan is acting in such a way in our realm right now?
Oh, yes. She's a rather foolish child that has delusions of grandeur.
She's having a tantrum. Would Queen Salem be ready to put an end to that? Or at least
You're
assist
going
us
to
in...
see a slight frown on the face of the hag opposite you. A tantrum? What are you talking about, good sir?
She's working to severely damage this world in order to be able to come back to yours.
Also, she is working together with an entity that is.
I'm not telling everything yet.
Oh.
Oh,
Just-
silly mortals! You really took just the surface words of a Fey princess to heart, didn't you? No, that child has delusions of grandeur. She truly believes that she's going to be a great savior.
Yeah, she believes she's going to be a savior, but the likelihood is that she's going to be a destroyer.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not talking about this world, but the ritual she does to tie souls to herself allows others to enter the Feylands unharmed. You see, if a mortal such as yourself was to stay in the Feylands for a prolonged amount of time, you would find yourselves warping. And I don't mean warping as in going from place to place. I mean your very forms and essences changing and twisting beyond your control. You might become leaf men, for example.
Our physical appearance would change, or our entire existence.
If you need to get your pizza, Frosth, just go get your pizza.
No, it's not there yet, but I'm listening.
Yes, your very existence would change. You would become little more than an inanimate object in that situation, or you might find yourself transformed in other ways, or just as playthings until your bodies and minds deteriorate to nothing. By being bound to the soul of Morgan, you would be able to survive there.
She's not intending that. She's intending to help destroy this world and put herself at risk, hoping her mother would save her in the last second and re-accept her in your woods. She's in dire need of motherly instincts, if that makes any sense.
You are
She's
welcome
in
to
dire need
think.
of a clip around the ear by her mother.
You are welcome to believe the version of events that you wish to believe. Regardless, the child... Lady Salem grants you express permission to kill the child if need be.
Oh.
No,
And-
that's good to know.
And how would we properly go about that then?
Oh, that's for you to figure out.
Yeah.
She's not going to help you kill her daughter, but she's not going
But she gives
to...
permission.
She's not going to, say, destroy one of your cities in retribution if you do.
That sounds fair, I guess. And we have no intention of being at war with Queen Salem and her daughters, aside from this specific one that attacks us.
Well, you might want to think about ways you can make reparations to our good lady if you really want to get off of her bad side, because you're still very much on it.
Has she any suggestions
No,
that you're bringing?
no.
Is that why you wanted to keep me here? Because of my eyes?
Well, yes, your eyes are very pretty. But no, I just thought you'd look like a nice young gentleman.
Okay.
You'd like my grandson.
Your grandson?
Yes. A Foolish little boy. I don't know what he's doing now. He was in some
Oh,
strange
God.
place the other day when I went to see him. Or, well, was made to go and see him. It's very strange.
What's his name?
Phineas.
Sorry.
He's grandma.
Steve. Anyway, okay.
Until you reacted to my giggle, I thought I was muted.
Wait, my pizza.
Yeah, go get your pizza.
Ah, that's a name I haven't heard before.
He's a silly sort, quite short. He's losing control of his magic, though.
Huh. How do you do that? Losing control of your magic, just like that.
Oh, all sorts of events can happen. Usually traumatic that can cause it, though.
Huh. Good to have that in mind.
But yes, so if you make reparations to Lady Salem, she might be willing to not forgive, but allow past transgressions to rest.
What exactly does she want us to do?
I have no idea. That's for you to figure out.
Oh, the cryptic messages all the time.
Anyway, she will stand up. Please do enjoy the pies. I made them with some very precious meat that was given to me by my grandson.
Oh god.
He squints his eyes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
We've already eaten hag food before, right? We're not
Can I find out what this is? Last time it was centaur. Would I be able to tell what kind of thing this is? Like what kind of meat?
I'm trying to think what kind. That'd normally be a chef's tools check. You don't have that. Nature check. Must be a nature check.
Okay. Oh no, this character's horrible at nature. Oh no! It's a 4!
Astraelos, I'm suspicious of what might be in the pies. Can you take a
I
look?
don't know what this is. Got no idea. This could be pork. Oh no!
I mean, each pie is made with a different meat. One smells like chicken, one smells like beef, one smells like pork.
Fuck. Oh no! I don't know. I don't want to know what's in this.
They're very fresh.
It may be.
Can I check on the? Can I check on the guy that announced the people, just in case?
He will walk back in looking a little dazed.
We
Are
need
you
to
alright?
dispose of these pies. No one should eat them.
Yes, like burn them immediately if possible. If you can, don't let anyone see them, and don't let anyone take the rests. Burn it to a crisp. Oh,
Certainly?
and one more thing. If possible, don't stand near it. We don't know what was baked into this, and I don't want you to get hurt.
He will look over your shoulder and sort of sniff the air. Smells like chicken.
Yes, just
Yes,
get
but
it.
they were made by a hag, so we don't trust them.
Last time we checked, it was centaur meat.
Oh dear.
Last time
Yes.
we encountered a hag, they tried to serve us centaur meat.
And
We
those
don't
were our
trust
friends.
food made by hags.
We did cast a basic detect poison on them. I mean, given your good selves, we weren't just going to let her take food in that was potentially dangerous, but we didn't detect any poison or disease.
Well, it's not poisonous or... Well, it doesn't carry any disease, but these could be innocent people.
Oh dear.
So, I would not give this to
If you
anybody.
do not trust it, you do not need to eat it. We will dispose of it properly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And even if it is chicken, beef, whatever, the chicken, beef might not always have been a chicken, a cow, etc. So yeah, get rid of it.
Very well.
Are you otherwise alright?
I'm absolutely fine. I believe I might have blacked out for a second. I guess my mind was wandering and I was in a daydream.
She
Did it
sent you
influence
out.
Oh, did she? I don't recall.
Yes, you
Yes.
did. But I'm relieved that you are fine. Do not eat the pies.
I will not eat the pies.
Good.
Though, does anyone else want to find other pies in the city? Because
Let's
they
get
do,
something
they do
proper
kind
to-
of smell good, but they smell like suspicion and hag.
You don't want anything that makes you puke afterwards because of your morals.
Yeah.
Or your hair falls out or something.
But with that, you do have 2 meetings left if you wish to do the next session. But we will end
Yeah.
the session there as we ran a little bit late.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is fun. I like this so much.
But yes, as said, you can deal with as many or as few of these hooks as you like. They are just hooks. They are not required.
Never say that to a completionist.
Well, unfortunately for a completionist, you're not going to be able to complete them all.
Yeah, that's horrible.
And you've already got plans that you should probably do first.
Yeah.
If that's what your party wants to do. Anyway. Oh. Your pizza fell.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh dear. Anyway, thank you for watching. We will thank you to whoever subscribed. I don't know who it was. It was 3 hours ago.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it doesn't tell me who it is unless if it's a Prime sub, but you don't share it. It doesn't tell me who it is. But yes, thank you for playing. We will be back on Friday as the Defiers party and Grandma Bitterbaker continue their adventure in the dungeon.
He's excited. Oh my god.
I love my grandma, okay?
As soon as she walked in the room, my brain was like, Grandma! And I was like, wrong character.
Thanks for watching and have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
No.
See you next time.
Are we done? Are we not live anymore? It's over.